revenge of Hulk's ex-wife after being replaced by her own niece. Iran Angel was replaced by her own son by the player Hulk, but instead of collapsing, she rose stronger than ever and more determined. The player downplayed their 12-year marriage, saying the relationship wasn't born out of love, passion, or anything at all. It was just an accident, a simple coincidence, that happened because she became pregnant with the player's first son, Ian Sousa. But she acted intelligently and didn't lose anything. During the division of assets, she wasn't there to joke around for even a moment. According to rumors, she secured a fortune of more than 150 million reais, including luxury cars like a Porsche and a Mercedes, as well as houses in the United States and land in Portugal. But the story doesn't end there. It continues to fascinate fans. In addition to the massive amount she received from the player, Iran found a new love with whom she enjoys unforgettable international trips. Lucas Suassuna is an engineer from Paraíba, 28 years old, while Iran Angelo, the player's ex-wife, is 54 and still radiates beauty.
What in the cousin love now Alabama's going on here? Bro, I damn near had an aneurysm trying to read this shit. Alright, so let me get this straight. This guy married his ex-wife's niece. He has 3 elder children already. And his kids are gonna be his other kids' half-siblings and cousins? My brain's not capable of processing this.
It's allegedly, man, I read this on the internet. They got this soccer player. I can't pronounce his government name, Brazilian. He's they call him Hawk. He's 39 years old. He had 3 kids by his wife. 3. They end up splitting up, and he ended up marrying the niece. Now they allegedly said, all this allegedly, they married her niece. He married her niece because she needed citizenship to stay with him. I believe in the country of China was the country. But check out the Real 101 playlist, music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, him and the niece had a baby together, making the 3 kids he had with his wife his cousins as well, because he got with the niece. I mean, I don't know much about Brazilian culture. I do know it's the second most populated place for melanated people. Obviously, he's staying over in China right now, and they had basically he married her so she can continue to stay in China. I don't know if I'm guessing he's a citizen over there. It's a wild time. It's a real wild time when you look at it, to be like, you know, I was with the wife. I had 3 kids with the wife. And then I didn't get with her mother. I didn't get with her sister. I got with her niece. I got with her sister's daughter. You know, and where's the moral compass? You know, where's the moral compass at? Now, like I said, maybe that's something they do in their society that I just don't understand. But my question is, where's the moral compass at of the man and of the niece? You know, and probably how she looking at it. He got money. I want to be with him. He got money. And this is what I be talking about when I talk about women. Women had access to sex unless it's by force. Women, she could have just been like, nah, I'm good. No, thank you. I can't do my sister or I can't do my auntie like that. But when it come to money, like I said before, women have the past in society to do cowardly and fucked up things for money. They get a pass. They don't get the same consequences that a man would get. And that's a problem, because they sit here and they say, well, men are inherently evil, but women do some of the most demented evil things. Never could I do that to somebody I call family. You know what I'm saying? Never could I even do that and even put, you know, my cousins them kids is her cousins. She went from cousin to stepmother. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you thinking? Hawk ain't got a friend, teammate that'd like to get at me. And I'm not sure exactly what the age of the niece is. Okay. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, what the hell, bro? You know, and for him, like, where are you at with that? And I always look at it like, you know, for one thing, I just talk about this on the Patreon, like, how do I feel about, you know, your homie dealing with your old work? I'm gonna release it pretty soon. dealing with old work, you dealt with old women. Me personally, my whole stance is this: I don't want nothing that you been with. Now, like I said in my Patreon video, so we had women that we should trade and share, or whatever. It wasn't that serious, but somebody I was with, I was serious with, monogamous with. Like, why? Like, my thing is this: if y'all want to do that, I don't really care no more. But that just show you, like, at the end of the day, all these different women out here, you know, you have to ask yourself, what's up with men not just going out there and hunting for a different woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, all these women out here, especially when you throw out this Hawk guy is a man of means. So you go talk to the niece. When it's a whole bunch of other women. You in China, you got money, you can go here. You know what I'm saying? What I guess it's proximity and familiarity. I guess that's what it is. Being able to grow fondness in everybody. And I get it. Even with guys with money have a problem with breaking ice with women. So when you know somebody bring a woman into a circle, it's easy to have a subject to talk about it. But damn. I mean, I know the wife got to feel a certain type of way and the family got to feel a certain type of way. I just be looking at all the women in the world, bro. You can get one just like her. You know what I'm saying? And women, you know, do you feel shame? It was a woman on TikTok, and I got a video coming on the Free Game 89 channel. She basically was saying her friend broke up with her over her friend's husband, because she felt like the husband didn't do enough for the anniversary. And where pretty much everybody came to the conclusion was that the friend wanted her, the friend that was mad about the other friend, she wanted her husband. And that's crazy. And when you hear stories like this, I've heard real life stories about this. You see stories on the internet when the mother beat up the daughter for sleeping with the boyfriend, with the mother's boyfriend. And I never really understood, like, damn, why she don't never check the nigga. And because the woman allowed it. The woman allowed for him to, and women know how aggressive women are. We get the stigma as men of being sexually aggressive. We get this, you know, it's a narrative that we coerce women into doing things as far as, you know, getting trains ran on, getting passed around. We coerce them into sex. But those who, you know, really was in the know, you know, the women are the ones that initiate sex more than times than not. The women are more sexually active, especially in this era. They're more sexually active than the guys are at an earlier age. The women are the ones that, you know, they make the first move sexually. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand their prime when they start bleeding. That's when they prime is. Their hormones are jumping. Their hormones are raging. A lot of times it's the woman that make the aggressive move. It's not the men, especially when they're amongst the same age. So I just found this, you know, kind of weirdtivity, man, to me. But it's pretty much stories out there. You hear about Bobby Womack, you know. I believe when Sam Cooke passed away, he was dealing with Sam Cooke's ex-wife, and even wore one of Sam Cooke's old suits allegedly to Sam Cooke's funeral, and was dealing with his wife. And apparently, you know, he got beat up by Sam Cooke people and shit for being with his wife. And I think they end up, you know, being together and they moved to Africa. You know what I'm saying? They moved to Africa together. Yo, you got with your dead homie's wife. I think they got married. He got beat up over it, went to his funeral with one of his suits on. Like I said, niggas be on some hoe ass shit. And that's why you got to watch the character of people that's around you. You got to watch the character that's around you. You know, it's a lot of low character motherfuckers out here, man. And the wife was low character too. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Real 101 playlist. Peace.
Her niece stole her husband. Let's talk about it. She says that she was her favorite niece. In fact, her niece lived with her off and on. On your left, you see Hulk and his former wife, a former Brazil soccer player. And to the farthest right, you see her niece. And I was looking at this picture, and this is a family picture in which the niece, look at the way she has her arms around her uncle. These are their children, and now their dad is married to their cousin. His former wife, her aunt, says that she is shocked and heartbroken because this niece was her best friend. She was her confidant. She knew everything about me, she says. She knew my secrets. I confided in her. So after the scandal, he has responded. He says that he never really loved his ex-wife. The only reason he married her is because she got pregnant and he did the right thing to do, which was to marry her. They were married for 12 years and had 3 children. I said it before and I'll say it again. You do not bring anyone into your home. I don't care if it's your favorite niece. You do not bring people into your home. These two were an item way before he left his wife. She says that her niece was like her best friend and that she sacrificed so that her niece would have everything she could possibly need, not just material things. She was like a mother to her. Absolutely, she was betrayed. Absolutely. Betrayal to the highest. But what we can learn from this, I don't care if it's the Pope. You do not share personal information about you and your husband to another person. Because what happened here, she confided in her niece the trouble she was having in her marriage. And her niece saw the opportunity. They got married 5 months after he left his wife. And the same year, they had their first child. His own sister did not even attend the wedding. This goes beyond crossing the line and beyond not respecting boundaries. This is the ultimate betrayal.